Hey, what's up guys, it's DMS Snipes. Welcome to part 4 in a mountain house. And so far, we have a lot of the house done. We still have a lot more to do though. And from now on, just because so the videos go by quicker and we get more done in the videos. In the first 3 videos, I was working in survival, but now I will be working in creative mode just so everything moves by a little bit faster. Then you guys get a little bit more out of the video. And so let's get started. So in the last video, we made the master bedroom just upstairs, right over here. And so we want to come into the actual bedroom where the bed's going to go. You want to take out a couple of beds. And in the middle of the room, 1 block away from the wall, place 2 beds down. On every corner, place a thing of birch wood on the corners like this. Now take birch wood stairs and lay them on the sides just like this. When you get to the headboard, place them down the regular way. Alright, now that we have the bed like that, we're going to take out some fence posts, stack them up 2 tall on every birch wood block, just like this. Then place another birch wood block on top of the fence post we just added down. Then add stairs again. Whoop, didn't want to place those there. Place them on the outside of every block. Then do the same thing right there. Boom, so there's our bed design. Nice little bed. And so we can sleep. And a couple other things we're going to need. You will need, what's it called? Spruce wood. The spruce wood is going to be the floor for the main room. And so I'm going to take out some swiftness, and we're going to get rid of the floor in here. And we're going to replace it with the birch wood, or spruce wood, sorry. I'm still getting the woods mixed up a little bit just because I'm not really used to them yet. But here pretty soon I will be used to them, and I won't mix the names up. So just clear out all the stone up here. We're also going to be placing a fireplace, and so the wood's going to be over there. We're going to replace it with maybe stone bricks. All depends on what we want to use. It's going to be just like the fireplace we added downstairs, and I believe part 3, I believe is what, it might have been I think it was part 2, where I added the fireplace in the living room. And so let's just start clearing all this out. And we came up 6 blocks, so we from the downstairs, just so we could make a floor like this. Because if you don't make the floor high enough from the first floor, you can't really add it another floor just because it would clash with the downstairs, and that's what you do not want. And so start filling this in with the spruce wood. I think I called it right that time. Oh, that's a first. So just start filling all this in. And this is going by pretty quick. The fireplace is going to be going on this wall right here. And so we're going to have to replace the wood over there with, I'm thinking maybe stone bricks or maybe nether brick. Nether brick I think would look pretty good up here. So we'll see what we'll use. It's all up to you guys and what you guys think looks best. I'm just giving you guys suggestions on what to do with the house. Again, every house in a mountain is going to be a little bit different just because not every mountain is the same size, so you do got to watch out for that. And so now we're done with that. Okay, so in the actual bedroom itself, we're going to take out some mycelium. And the mycelium is somewhere in the inventory, if I can find it. I can't find it. Where is it at? Why can't I find it? It should be... Am I just there it is. Man, I was blind there for a couple of seconds. Sorry about that, guys. And then start replacing the floor in where the bed is with the mycelium. Just wasted 30 seconds trying to find mycelium. That was just sad. And start getting rid of all the stone. You don't have to worry about everything in here just because you can't really see anything under the bed. Just don't worry about that over there underneath the bed. Alright, now replace the stone we just got rid of with the mycelium for the floor. Just like this. Boom. Almost done. I think I missed a block over there. Just like that. And one thing you could do is, because we're not going to add any doors in the doorway over here, we could make it to where we just clear out that to make it to where it's 3 wide of a doorway to walk into. Okay, now we have that. Alright, now let's make the fireplace. You want to try to make the fireplace in the center of the room. So that's the center right there. Now place the nether rack, and on the sides place stone bricks on each side. Come diagonal, place 2, then have it go up to the ceiling. You also need stone brick stairs, and place them on the side and then on the top of the diagonal piece. So your fireplace should look like that. It's nice and centered in the room. Now we want to take out some nether brick, and then we want to make it come out let's make it come out 3 blocks from the fireplace, and get rid of the wood in here. Replace it with the nether brick. Now I want to take out a flint and steel. I'm just going to clear my inventory real quick so we can hold more stuff, so we don't have to keep going back into that inventory. So just clear all this out. Alright, now I want to go get a flint and steel. Now light the nether rack on fire. Now you have your fireplace. I'm thinking over here we should add a kitchen. And so for the kitchen, we're going to use regular pistons for the countertops. We will need furnaces, and we will need cauldrons. Let's see, we also need crafting table and a chest. Okay, so for the countertop, it's going to be just like the what's it called? The kitchen downstairs. So from this corner, we want to come out 5. Oop, we want to make sure the pistons are facing up. That's 5. Let's make it come out 6. And then just come all the way across until you get to over here somewhere. I'm just going to make it come all the way over here, just to take up some room. Then have it extend out. Just have it come all the way around. And we can just do this. So we can just make this entire area over here the kitchen. And we'll put a doorway right there. Alright, so we have plenty of room for furnaces. So we're going to lay down 3 right there. Maybe, let's see. We have 5 laid down actually, just to make sure we have enough pistons like even on each side. We could lay the cauldrons down over here, just like that. Let's see. What else could we do? One thing we could do, this is a pretty unique design. So the cauldrons over there, we can't really do it with the furnaces just because the window's right here. I guess we could if we get rid of that, but also the balcony's right there. So we can't really do it for the furnaces, which is usually what it's made for, but I'll do it to the cauldrons just so you guys can get the idea of what the idea is. So you want to take out some stone stairs, just regular stone stairs. You want to get, where is it at? Regular cobblestone. Then 1 block away from the cauldrons, like on top, lay them down. Now if your ceiling was up 1 higher, like I'll just clear this out real quick so you guys can see. So this is what the cobblestone would be for. So if you have a room that's 4 tall like this, you just place the cobblestone back behind the stairs. And then what this is for is kind of like a heat absorber. I can't really, it just catches the flames so it doesn't start a fire. And so that's what it would be for. Like I said, it's mainly for the furnaces, but since the window's right here and the balcony's right here, we can't really do it for the furnaces. But just to give you guys an idea of what you could do, you could do that. Alright, let's take out, what was I looking for? Iron blocks. We can make the refrigerator over here. We could also make a couple of chests over here so we can store the food. Let's put those there. Let's see. What else could we add? I mean, we could add a couple item frames around just to put one on each side of the refrigerator, put one over here. And then what we could do is go to the inventory, take out some food, and then we can just do this. Put food in the item frames. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. So then let's put we put a watermelon in that one. Let's put a cooked steak in there. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then we can place a pork chop right there. Now you'll always be thinking about food when you come to the kitchen. Alright, so now that the kitchen's done, if you want to, you can replace the floor with your preference, like on what you think the floor would look best as. but I'm not really going to focus on that. Oh yeah, we want to finish off the fridge by putting 2 buttons on each block. I almost forgot about that. Boop, there we go. Now the fridge is done. You could also put a iron door there if you wanted to, and you could put like a dispenser on the bottom so it actually dispenses out stuff. There's several things you can do for that. Alright, now let's see. Let's add the TV. For the TV, we'll need gray wool, black wool, bookshelves. You will need 4 buttons. So come to the redstone over here. We got 4 buttons right there. You will need 2 glass blocks. And so, which wall should we make it on? It doesn't really matter which wall we make it on. We can make it on this wall. We can make it on that wall. I'm gonna make it on this one just for the heck of it. So place down 2 glass blocks down in the middle, and on each side of the glass blocks, I'm gonna place a bookshelf. Now the TV is gonna be used gray wool. So going from bookshelf to bookshelf, have the gray wool extend out from bookshelf to bookshelf. Then put a bookshelf on each side of the bookshelves. Then 1 block, or right next to the bookshelf we just added, take your black wool out, stack it up 2 tall. These are going to be the speakers. Then put 2 buttons on the top and bottom block, or 1 button on each block, just like that. And let's take out some torches so we can light this place up a little bit. So just put some torches right there. Let's see, we could use, what kind of wood could we use for? We could use sandstone and stone slabs for the sofas. So have this one sofa, like the main sofa, be just as big as the TV. Just like that. Then make a little chair right here. And then you could do the same thing again right here. Then put the stone slabs for the cushion. There you go. Alright, now that we have a lot of that done, let's add a little bit more color to the room. So let's take out some bookshelves. Let's lay a couple of these down on the, going from wall to wall on each side of the fireplace. Just like that. It's looking pretty good. Alright, let's go into our inventory. Let's take out oak wood stairs, a trap door, and a regular wooden door. You will need 2 wooden doors and 2 trap doors. So this is something new I kind of use in my rooms a lot just to give it a little bit more look. So you're going to place 1 stair down, then place 1 stair on top. Come to the other side, make it to where the stairs are facing each other, stacked like that. Place the trap doors on top of it, as so. Then place the doors in front of the stairs. So now you have like a little nice cabinet that looks like you could store stuff in there. So just something that takes up some space and has a good look to it. I'm going to take some more torches out to light this place up. There are the torches. And just place 1 there. Alright, yeah, so we seem to be done with the bedroom. We could add another TV in here if you wanted to. But really, there doesn't really have to be too much in here. You could add a dog pen. For a dog pen, what you can do is just take fences and just lay them down like this. Then just make it a little bit bigger. Take out some stone, because I forgot we made the room a little bit bigger when we were making this by accident from the last video. Then replace this with mycelium as well. Hey, I found the mycelium pretty quick this time. Yeah, so you can make this like your dog pen for your animals, and then just put a fence gate, and that is right here. I can get in there, and so you can always just place your animals there, like your wolves or anything like that. And then let's put a couple more torches in here to light it up. Boom. Alright. Now what we could do is, let's go, I think we should fill in the living room. In the living room, we're going to use the same colors for the TV and bookshelves as well. So let's make the TV on this wall right here. So again, it's going to be the same size TV. So take out your glass blocks, lay 2 down, bookshelf on each side. Take the gray wool out, have it extend from bookshelf to bookshelf. Then place 1 more bookshelf on each side. Black wool on each side again. Just like that. Take 2 buttons or 4 buttons out. Place 1 on each piece of black wool. one thing we also want to do, we want to take out some stone, and where the downstairs is right here, we want to place it to where there's one on each block, and then a nice little doorway right here. It looks a little bit better that way. Okay, now let's make some stairs again. Let's use spruce wood planks and stone slabs again for the sofa. So this sofa is going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to extend from the very last bookshelf on each side, just like that. And we could move this back a little bit. So that looks pretty good distance away from the TV. Make a chair again. And then you can make another chair right here if you wanted to. What you actually could do is we have enough room to do this, where you can make it a huge sofa like that, like an L-shaped. I forgot what they're actually called, but I believe it's an L-shaped sofa is what they call it, but I'm not certain on that. And just use the stone slabs to fill that in. Okay, we have that. For a little bit more decoration, let's take out regular spruce wood, not the spruce wood planks, but the regular spruce wood. Let's take out some oak leaves. And on each side of the stairs leading upstairs, place a piece of spruce wood down, and then place the oak blocks on top of it. I have to keep replacing torches because I keep getting rid of them. You can do this around the house just to give it a little bit more decoration. Place it in the middle of the windows, just like this. Oh, place that one a little bit too high. And place another torch down. Place that one too high again. Place one more. Oh yeah, so that just gives a little bit more decoration. Let's see. I'm trying to think what we could add in the middle right here. I mean, there's not really too much we want to do with the living room, just because we want to leave it kind of open. But what we could do is take out some bookshelves, then have them extend from here. Then again, this gives a little bit more color to the room. Alright, we have that. I'm trying to think what we could put in the middle though, because there is a lot of space right here. What could we add? We could add a pool table. We could add more sitting areas just to relax. So you could add a pool table using green wool. The green wool, I know wool is hard to get, so I try not to use it too much, just because this is more of a survival house. So then just take that. So again, just takes a little more space, looks a little bit nicer. Okay, let's see. Let's start making the downstairs. So if you remember, in the kitchen we made a doorway right here, and this is going to take us down to the farm. So start digging down, making stairs. Have it go down maybe 4 blocks. All depends on how big your mountain is. Alright, this looks like a pretty good height. Let's take a torch out so we can light this place up a little bit. There we go. Alright, get rid of these blocks so we can place some stairs. Then let's use nether brick stairs, because I believe we have those now. Yep, nether brick stairs. Well, I think we've always had them, but let's have the stairs going all the way down, just like that. And then let's just make this a little bit easier to get down so we don't bump into the ceiling. And then we're going to replace this coal right here with regular stone. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to just have a little pathway. Whoop. Just like this. You don't want to make the pathway too long, just because we're not. There's only going to be one door down here that takes us to the farm. So I make a doorway just like that. You can make it 3 wide if you want. And start digging out a lot of space, just because all depends on how much room you have. But we're going to be adding a sugarcane farm down here and a wheat farm. And you can also have an animal farm. And the animal farm is so animals, you can breed them and then you can use them for food, stuff like that. Place a torch down. That looks wide enough. And so just clear out a lot of space. Like I said, you're going to need a lot of space for this. And so I'm going to take out some swiftness so this goes by a little bit faster for us. Alright, start clearing this out. And one thing we actually want to do, what I do with my house is I'm going to make it to where you can actually see, boom, right here. So I'm going to add more windows down here into the wheat farm, because it'll actually make the house look a little bit better, in my opinion. And so we're just going to clear up some more space, just like this. Boom. This is going by a lot faster in creative mode than it would be in survival. So start doing this. Alright. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my controller. I am smashing the trigger so I can break this a lot faster. And we do want to make this, I believe sugarcane grows 5 blocks tall, but I usually make mine only 4 just because there's not really a big demand for sugarcane just because it grows so fast. And the only really thing you can use it for is paper and bookshelves once you turn them into books. And so you really don't need that much, in my opinion. Oh yeah, another thing that's going to be down here is going to be a chest room, and I'll show you guys how to make that. And the point of a chest room is it makes it to where everything is nice and organized for you. And so if your friends come into your house and they were like, hey, do you have any iron? They go down to the chest room and everything is labeled, and you have a different chest for every item. Next video I'll show you what a chest room actually looks like before we actually make it, so you can get the idea and the concept of it. Alright. So here are the stairs. So we actually want to dig. Oh, we want to be careful. We want to dig around these. So we're going to extend the room a little bit farther out, so we have room for the wheat farm as well. Because each farm is going to be pretty big. And so we're going to extend this a little bit farther. Place another torch on so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. Just start clearing all this out. Man, imagine if this was in creative, we wouldn't even, or in survival, we wouldn't even be down here right now. So start clearing all this out. Alright, and so we're just extending it all the way to here. Well, alright, we'll extend it one more block. Like I said, this is gonna be a pretty big room down here. It's probably gonna extend all the way to maybe even half, if not farther than half the living room. Alright, so alright, almost done with how big the room's gonna be, and then we're gonna make it 1 block taller, which shouldn't take too long. Yeah, so basically it's the entire size of the living room. Alright, now we want to make this 4 tall. So start clearing all this out. Man, it is hot in my room. Earlier today was storming, now it's extremely hot. I just turned my fan so you guys didn't hear that, so that'd be extremely annoying if you guys heard that. Clean all this out. Shouldn't take too long since we're in creative mode. This is possible in survival, by the way, because I have made this house in survival. In survival, it takes a lot longer to make, just because obviously you have to have the resources to actually mine all this stuff. In creative mode, it's just 1 hit, so it's not a huge deal. But in survival, it's a lot harder to make the house. I won't say it's harder, it's just more time consuming. It's not really a hard house to make once you get the concept of it. And then once you get the concept of it, of making a house like this, you can make it in basically any map. Making these houses are also great for ravines. I make a lot of my survival houses in ravines, just because ravines are great places to make houses in survival, just because you're down beneath the earth or the world, and that's where most of the stuff is, like diamonds, stuff like that. So it's a little bit easier to find stuff, so you don't have to keep going back up, coming back down, going back up, and etc. So you can also make this house in a ravine if you want to. One thing when you're looking for a house or a ravine to make a house, try to make sure it has a flat wall. If not, make the walls flat, because the flatter the walls in the ravine, the easier it is to make a house like this. Alright, so we made it 4 tall. We're going to get rid of all this coal right here. And we're going to get rid of all the gravel over there. Alright, get rid of all the gravel. I really like the new design, or the texture of the gravel they added in the Title IX update. It looks a lot better than what it used to be. So that was a great addition. It actually looks more like cobblestone now, which is not a problem. It makes it a lot easier to use. It's also great for roads. Alright, just replacing all the dirt. Oh, there's the living room floor. Alright. Alright, boom. Alright, now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to add some windows. And so the windows are going to be just like the windows up top, to where they're going to be just like this. And so let's make a pillar right here. Oh. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So each window is going to be 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. Or we're going to have 3 blocks in between each window too. I almost forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love you. Alright, then 1, 2, 3. And get me out of this. Confidence in myself. Alright, we're almost done with the windows. And then we can just fill this part in right here. Let's see how that looks. Alright. Then on top of the windows, you see how this extends a little bit above the windows, that one line. We're going to continue that pattern. So do that. Then underneath the windows, you want to, actually let's get rid of the one on top, because it's a little bit different design, because it's not 1 block taller. Let's get rid of the dirt here. So let's have it to where it's 1 block underneath the window. Instead, I'm going to place a torch down somewhere. I'm just going to clear some of this out so it looks a little bit better. Put a torch down and accept it. Alright. And then what we're going to do with the pillars outside. So as you can see, we have 3 blocks in between each window, which is a good thing because it's an odd number. And so let's make a pillar in the middle of each window. As so. And boom. Let's go see how it looks now. Looking pretty good. And then you can extend this out a little bit farther if you want. And then let's fill in the windows with the glass panes. Boom. Just like this. Alright. One more window to go. Let's come in here so we can start making the wheat farm. Alright, and so we're actually going to start on the sugarcane farm, not the wheat farm first. And so let's put a couple torches down. What's the cobblestone for? Don't remember that. So let's get rid of this. We have all one texture for the ceiling. We're right next to the kitchen. Let's get rid of the coal. Alright, back to placing some torches down. Alright. Now, how we're going to make the farm. The farm you will need, of course, sugarcane. And so, sugarcane is somewhere. Just gotta try to find it. Oh, sugarcane. Where are you? Wouldn't it be in here? I thought it would be. Am I just missing it again? I think I'm blind today or something. Okay. Man, it might be time to be done with the video because I can't find the damn sugarcane. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we have the sugarcane. You'll need a water bucket. I would suggest getting 3 of these, 3 water buckets, and then you can have an unlimited source. And then what we could do, we want, so you can either have dirt or sand. Sand makes the sugarcane grow faster. And so if you want more sugarcane, I would suggest going with sand. But if you just have plenty of dirt you want to get rid of, you can use that as well. So the design, you just dig out a trench, as so. make another trench 1 block away. You keep doing this pattern. The water's going to go in the trenches, and then we'll replace the stone in between each one with the sand. Then let's make one more. Alright, now let's start putting in the sand. Again, you can use dirt or sand for this. It does not matter which one you use. I'm going to take some more swiftness. Alright. Then start filling in, getting rid of these rows of stone and replacing it with sand. Just like this. One more row to go. Alright, and so here's why you need 3 buckets for an unlimited water source. So if I place 3 down in a row, you can see this middle block right here, it is a source block, and so that you can use that for an unlimited block. And the longer, the more source blocks you get, the more unlimited water you have. So in between the sand, start placing a whole bunch of water until it fills up the entire trench. Alright, now put your sugarcane on this, on each piece of sand. Just like this. Alright, and then let's take out some stone slabs. Then let's place the slabs on top of the water. And so this way you can walk by it a lot faster. You don't have to keep walking over or jumping over the sugarcane or over the water. And this will still make it grow, so don't worry about, well, if I put the slab there, it's not going to grow. It still will, don't worry about that. This way it will just make it a lot easier for you to walk over the water. One more to go. Oh, you don't want to do that. Alright. I'm going to have to replace that with stone here in a second. Alright, let's take out some stone again. Nope, I missed. I did it again. Alright. There we go. Man, look at that lighting. That lighting is great, isn't it? Alright, so now we have a sugarcane farm. And then let's make a little wall right here. Then over here is going to be our wheat farm. The wheat farm is more important just because you can actually get food out of it. So let's make a doorway. And this seems like a pretty good time to end the video. So in part 5, we will finish the farming area. We will start making the chest room. We will make more ways out of the house. The house itself is almost done. It's starting to come along great. So far this is what the house is looking like. So again, stay tuned in Friday for part 5. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. And if you haven't seen the other parts, go watch those so you can catch up.